How's it going, Aquarius? It's Robin here with Aries Fire Tarot. Guys, welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in today. So, I'm just going to dig right in. You guys know I'm brutal at intros, so I'm just going to start talking about the reading that I'm going to do for you, which is the Wealth and Abundance reading for January 2021. So I have a 5-card tarot spread here for you. I was guided to use this one. I was really drawn to it, and I just want to let you guys know that I have a new tarot deck, and other than just cracking it out of the box and getting familiar with it and, you know, shuffling it around so it's not in a straight suit all the way through, I've never used this deck before. So you guys are the first reading I've ever done using this deck called Tarot of Dreams, and I'm pretty excited about this deck. So let's see what it can tell you about your wealth and abundance for January 2021. Keep in mind that abundance is not always about money. So yeah, this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and of course any Aquarius cross watchers. And while I hope that you enjoy and resonate with the reading, this is a general reading, which is important for, you know, to remember. But anyway, okay, I'm going to start you guys off with a deck cut. I'm going to take the first card from this, and then I was being guided to take the bottom card from that cut. So let's see what's going on. So the first card placement, it's asking the question what your current finances are. So let's have a look here. Oh, that's pretty good. So you have the Empress card, which is bringing in new opportunities. You know, and she's very lush and green, and she's holding something in her hands here. And then you also have this card. I found there's exclusive cards in this deck. They have the Palace cards, which follow the suits. So this would be after the King of Wands. So basically, this is the palace where all the suits live. So you guys have probably a new opportunity coming in. I know the card placement said current finances, but it's like your current attitude about finances are drawing this in. And you could actually move to a bigger home, or environment is actually the word I was getting, environment, where you could accommodate more. And I'm getting the word shoes for some of you, but definitely some of you could be increasing in value, you know, so that you can, you know, get married or have another child or just have more room to kick around in. New portal opening here for you with the Empress card. This is a really fascinating Empress card because what she's doing is holding kind of like an energy ball in front of her. For those of you that do any type of like Tai Chi or Qigong, you know, or certain types of meditation, you're probably really familiar with energy balls and how to use them for your own best intentions. So I find this very fascinating to start off with. Your current finances is that there is probably an opportunity coming knocking right away, almost immediately. I just had to write that down so I know what to call your video. So the second card placement is going to represent, will money come in soon? Does somebody have a question about where I got this deck? Actually, the person that created this deck, Ciro Marchetti, he's got a website and he sells them from there, but I actually got this from Walmart, like the web shopping. They don't have them in store. So will money come in soon? And it looks like it is. I mean, looks like you'll be moving into whatever the idea of a palace is for you, and I love that. You know, it's nice to know that feeling of being totally at home in your surroundings. And these cards are kind of suggesting that maybe you're not at your ultimate destination right now, but it is immediately available to you. So let's see, will money come in soon? You've got the Queen of Cups. Man, these cards are just absolutely beautiful. So the Queen of Cups is, she's quite lavish, okay, for starters, and she uses her emotional connection something going on in the background. There could be a couple other signs for you coming in to help you out. Check out the dolphins in the background, you guys. Really check out spirit animal dolphin for you. See if you can get some messages there. What's really interesting about this Queen of Cups is that she's actually pulling things from her cup. I'm getting the words that it might be really important for you guys to express how you feel about money. You know, either to yourself or to the universe. You know, you might be a little bit frustrated. It's okay to speak those words, you know, but there's a certain way of saying things that it's like announcing to the universe that your story's not over yet. You know, this is not the way that I choose to end my story. You know, I have a palace and riches available. You know, there's a new portal of wealth available to me, and you can start really just speaking that out and start pulling things out of your cup, because you could be a little bit restrained when it comes to money, and maybe financial circumstances have put you in that place, you know, where everything matters when it comes to what you're putting out as opposed to what you're bringing in. I'm really going to recommend a specific affirmation for you guys. It's called the Magical Purse. So check that out, you know, and it talks about how your purse is overflowing. And this is what is going on here with the Queen of Cups. You know, her cup is definitely overflowing, and it just feels like everything is within you and just kind of needs to be pulled out. I'm just going to keep pulling cards here. I just don't even want to use a spread anymore. I think it's getting in the way of what I'm seeing for you, Aquarius. So just let me take this book down because I find it's distracting. And okay, so we'll just keep on going, Aquarius. Okay, so I've got the Two of Swords here for you. So again, there's that sort of pent-up energy and not being able to make a decision. Okay, so you really have to decide what you want and speak what you want before the universe decides to do it for you. You know what I mean? If there's something that you want to say, don't hold on to it anymore. If there is someplace that you want to be, start making plans to do that. You know, your opportunities are your opportunities. And like I said before, opportunities are going to knock, but somebody's only going to knock so long before they go on to the next house, you know, and you definitely don't want to give this palace away to somebody. So there's a lot of connection that you guys have to make for you. You know, look at these three cards. Very powerful, divine feminine energy. And I'm seeing a lot of divine feminine energy coming in, kind of in a bunch of different readings here. I have to get rid of this. So it could be, you know, you're taught not to complain about money, or you're taught not to talk about money in certain company. But what about the conversations you're having with yourself right now? These are going to be the most important, you know, and pulling that stuff out of you. And if you have a negative belief system about finances, like really identify where that came from so you can shatter it. You know, oh, my grandmother always used to say this, like, but, you know, my grandmother grew up in the Depression. So she had a completely different mindset to money than I do, right? Or that I'm trying to have. And, you know, my father was, of course, raised by somebody that grew up in the Depression. So the mindset is there. And there's lots of people with money that they still have this really stingy mindset. So this could have rubbed off on you, or you could have had like a really cheap boss or a cheap date, or, you know, and it could have really upset you to a certain degree. So it could be that negative emotion that you're not really looking at why You know, because that person that you associate with the lack, they really make you mad, or they really make you sad or something. There's some sort of negative emotion that needs to be pulled out with this Queen of Cups so that you can move forward a little bit. It's kind of like being held hostage by a negative emotion associated with the person that had the cheapskate habits, you know, and whether they just couldn't afford it or they were brought up that way. This is going to be for you guys to get to the root of that so you can blast it out. You know what roots are like when they clog drains? Everything stops. So it's like your drain is clogged right now. How's that for an analogy? But you need to do something, and you're the only one that can do it, because you're the only one that can connect the dots all the way back to where this negative connotation or negative teachings came in related to finance. And it's going to make the stairs to your palace here a slippery slope. Okay, I'm going to pull another card here for you guys. Oh, you guys, this is so beautiful. This is the Ace of Cups. So this is being extremely connected to Source and the universe and being very emotionally open. You know, so this could be the time where you really want to challenge yourself and what your feelings are, and if you're possibly shutting down, or if you have negative feelings towards people that have tons and tons of money because you think that they don't deserve it. Or you have really negative feelings about people with no money because you think that they're lazy. You know, there's some sort of emotional blockage here. And it's like somebody's knocking through, you know, knocking at the door. Here's your opportunity, knocking, but then you have all these emotions in the way, which is the water, and it's kind of muffling that to you, so you're not really hearing it. So it's really time to start purging that, Aquarius, so that you can absolutely like grab the keys to your palace here. I love this card. And it's going to be at the result of your own actions, because it's a Wands card, which is action, right? So really take note of what you can do here. And don't let the universe guide you in places that you don't want to go anymore, okay? This is the Two of Swords, and this is anguish. This is like, well, I just don't know what to do. But deep down inside, you do know what to do. So look at the root cause of how you feel about money right now and blast that. And, you know, Palace ahoy. Okay, that's all I'm getting, Aquarius. So take care of yourselves, and we'll see you back here another time. Bye for now. Bye.